Today, let me talk about one of the most paying job in the world. And this one is also one of the least job ever. And I know you have ever met this team. And if you haven't, one day just believe it, you shall meet them. This team is Sky Team or Team Sky, whatever the case. And these are the cabin crew and all those stuffs, I know you have ever met wherever when you took your first flight or whatever you fly with any airlines. I know the services are different depending with the airline that you fly with or you flew with, but in this case, I'm not specifying a certain airline. I'm not here to talk about certain airline, but I'm here to talk about the services that these people really offer when it comes to going for any destinations. I know there are challenges, different challenges when it comes to these people, or when it comes to interact with these people, especially if it's the first time to fly with any airline. Leave alone those people, leave alone airlines that comes from your local country. Sometimes if you have airline, for example, back in Kenya, you find that they might speak Kiswahili, which is common language. But when it comes to other international airlines, you have to find these people, and they have different accents. Language is not a problem because most of them they speak English, but when it comes to accents, this is where we draw the line. Because I remember even my first time flying with airline, I had a challenge, and for example, when it comes to serving of food. You find that you may be served food that you don't really like it, because maybe for the first thing, maybe it's the first time you have a fear, but most of the time you find that it's not about fear, it's about the accent and the language that they're speaking. You find that they can speak 50 words or 100 words or even 20 words, but you get 3, 4, 5 words, and you find that most of the time, not even I myself or even I myself, but I know there are people with different challenges when it comes to interacting with these people. Although if you fly twice, thrice, or different times, you find that you get intact and you understand the language very easily. But if it's the first time, absolutely you really, really have a challenge when interacting with them, when maybe you need a certain services. But they are very good, and they are there. They are there to understand every language. You have a language barrier. They are really very, very assisting. And I made this video somewhere, and I was like, okay, let me just talk about this video. And I know there are different challenges that are there. For example, in this case, for me, when I was served fast food, I had a challenge to recognize the kind of food she had just mentioned. I remember I was served by she, but whatever she talked at the end of the day, not I was like, you know, not that I was not understanding the language, but absolutely you are amazed. It's your first flight, and you don't expect that kind of menu. Most of the people here I know, whatever they just said yes for, you find another story in the table or at the table. Yeah, whatever you were served. I know most of them, whatever they were served, they were not even aware what they were served to. And in this case, you have no option. For example, you have no option, especially for example, if you realize that these people, you have a challenge in communication with them. And I don't mean that the language was different, challenging to understand, but sometimes accent can make you or chase you, can limit your words, because you find that at the end of the day, whatever you are asking for, you are struggling to understand each other. But then at the end of the day, what I like about them is that their customer service is very, very awesome. They have a very best um, customer service, especially for the Emirates and also uh, Qatar Airways. They have the best services ever. If you fly with them, I'm not here to advertise any, but I'm sure those are the best airline that you can meet, and you feel like you need to be served. And by the way, you might even, when the flight or you reach your destinations, you feel like to extend. You feel like this is the best airline to go with and all those things. Now, thank you very important for watching me. This is Msuamaji. This is the video that you wanted to watch. Please remember to subscribe and see you in the next video.